Hi, everyone. Welcome to Monday with Claire. And today I have with me Caleb Anderson.
Hello.
Today, Caleb finished his last final. Yay! He will be joining us today for our Monday with Claire. I am Claire Anderson. So I thought I would interview Caleb today. And today we will do a Christmas special. So I will interview Caleb. So, Caleb, today in our Christmas special, I thought we will talk about some of our family traditions, some of the things we like to do for Christmas, and some of the gifts that you guys like to get, or some of the gifts that you guys don't like or like to get for Christmas. I thought that would be a good thing to talk about this Christmas.
Okay.
But before we do that, I wanted to ask you how things were going for some of the people that don't know your story. I wanted to find out, how did you end up being, how did you end up starting college? Well, how did you end up starting not college? How did you end up starting Georgia Tech, being a junior in Georgia Tech at 12? Can you tell some of the YouTube people, how did you start Georgia Tech? Oh, the YouTubers? What is it?
Just viewers, I guess.
I guess okay. Viewers.
So I began college at, as you know, I actually began college at 11 years old. I guess my story sort of went from me. I think I went to kindergarten at, what was it, 2?
Well, actually 18 months.
I learned kindergarten, but I went to actual kindergarten school at around at a young age, and I sort of moved up from there, and I ended up going to, I believe, fourth grade when I was 6.
Okay.
And then I did fifth and sixth grade at my mom's school. I don't know if she's told you about this, but she has started a school. She did previously start a school for gifted children. And I graduated from there. So I did seventh grade at another school when I was 9, and then I did eighth grade at another school. Both of the schools weren't really right for me. So instead of staying at that school, I went on to Chattahoochee Technical College, and from there I sort of did dual enrollment, but I did it as a full-time college student. So I did high school and college at the same time, and I finished high school in 2 years. So I then graduated high school and got my AA degree, my AA degree, my associate's degree, and I ended up going to Georgia Tech at 13 years old, which is pretty cool to me.
Okay, so what Caleb is saying is that at 9, I enrolled him into a private school that test him into 7th grade. So at 9, you were at Faith Lutheran.
Yes.
So they, I think I told you guys about that, I believe in the first or second episode when I talk about red shirting and white shirt. So private school will just test you in. So he took a test, and he really tests for 9th grade, but we were dead set against it. And we put him in 7th grade, and he was an honor student for 7th grade. He graduated 7th grade, and then we moved, and it was too far for us, but we put him in 7th grade again, even though he was taking 8th grade. You were in algebra.
Yeah, I took 8th grade, I believe, math.
Yes.
And that was really the only thing I needed. So that's why I said I did do sort of 8th grade at that school, because everything else, all the science and social studies, I'd already learned that previously at mom's school. So, and then I took the 8th grade test, and I passed out with flying colors.
Yeah.
So I passed into 9th grade.
Yeah. So he took when you said flying colors, he took the Iowa test, which is the ITBS test, for 8th grade. And then so that was the ITBS test. So he took that. And then so he technically was going into 9th grade. And then they have this thing in Georgia called the dual enrollment program, which you can start in ninth grade. And back then in Georgia, now you have to be in 11th grade to start it, but he was already grandfathered in. So you started in ninth grade. And then, but he decided instead of going to ninth grade, he would do dual enrollment, meaning that he would take high school classes and college classes at the same time. And that's why he ended up at Chattahoochee Tech, which is really great because you're earning high school and college credit at the same time. So I really recommend parents to do that because the state is paying for your first 2 years of college. So you end up going to college with 2 years of college under your belt. So go ahead. I'm sorry. Is that the whole?
Yeah, that was it.
That was the whole story? Okay. All right. Other questions that I'm thinking. So this is a Christmas special. So what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? I don't know. I think I liked A Christmas Story. That one was pretty funny, and Home Alone as well. That one was pretty cool too. I'm not really into Christmas movies that much because other than like a few famous ones, the rest are just Hallmark movies. But I think those two are probably my favorites.
Okay. And Christmas. Okay, so it's Christmas. So how did you manage having finals and being 13 at the same time this week? Like tell me a little bit about your schedule this week with finals and being 13. Like, for example, how was your schedule this week with finals and being 13?
Well, I absolutely hated my schedule this week. I studied Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Or no, I didn't study Saturday, but I did study part of Saturday, but I also had a Christmas party later that day. So I sort of studied that day. And I studied later Sunday as well. And of course I had my test today. So yeah, that was pretty hectic. I also studied on the previous Sunday, the previous Saturday, the previous Friday as well. So I must have been what, I think 10 days in total, which isn't as much. Honestly, I think I might probably should have studied more, but I think I did okay. And um for some reason, a lot of my finals were previous from like the normal finals date. So I only had one final to do like during finals week, which was pretty good. I had my MSc final, and in order to pass like the class, I needed a pretty low grade. So I'm not worried about that.
And for people that don't know what MSc is, can you tell us?
Oh, sorry. Material sciences. Let's take this pillow, for example. It's basically just describing what this pillow is made out of, how stretchy it is, like that it comes up, like it's almost like a spring, and how much air it holds, all that stuff. And it's basically used to determine what something should be made out of. Like if you have a rocket ship, you're going to want to make it out of something with lots of heat resistance and thermal capacity and lots of hardness so that things don't scratch it. So I guess sort of like that's what MSc is.
Okay. And your party was with whom?
Some of my friends, it was a church party. I didn't have any of my friends from my neighborhood there. It was actually here, and it was pretty fun.
So was it like college students? Were they
No, all kids my age.
like how?
I think most of them were younger than me, actually. I think between 14 and 12.
Okay, so you're not 14 though.
I'm not 14.
Yeah, no, you're not 14.
I said most of them were younger than me.
But you're not 14. Okay, next question. Favorite Christmas food?
Favorite Christmas food? I like chocolate chip cookies.
Is that a Christmas food?
I mean, they sort of are.
How
I mean,
so?
Santa eats them with cookies and milk.
Santa or dad?
Y'all eat them with cookies and milk.
Okay.
What else? I like the turkey, I guess, and you make a good five cheese mac and cheese, shrimp, five cheese shrimp mac and cheese.
That's good. Pretty good.
And I don't know, I like everything.
Yeah, you do like everything.
I'm not too much of a picky eater. I don't like a lot of fruits though. I don't know why.
Yeah. So how is it eating on campus?
Um, it's not bad. It's not like cafeteria food or anything, and most of the food is pretty good. Not like incredible, but there are a few places. There's a place called Twisted Taco that makes really good tacos, and there's like a almost like a bistro place called Rise and Roll. To make really good food too.
Yeah. So do you end up being like on campus like every day or?
Um, Depends on the day. Usually on campus every day, but depends on my schedule. I like to be there from 9 to 3, like normal kids, but especially during finals week, honestly haven't been on there very much. I think I went to campus but twice
Okay.
during finals week. And I went once today to test.
Okay. All right. All right. What I would say, what do you like to do for fun?
What do I like to do for fun? I like to chill and watch Netflix.
Did you just say Netflix and chill? That's like literally something like Netflix and chill. Did you just say chill and Netflix?
Netflix and chill is a date, Mom.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm not
Chilling
ready.
with Netflix is going into your room and crying about the fact. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay. I'll just
Okay. Chilling with Netflix is hiding under a blanket and having nobody bother you for 6 hours.
okay.
Not
Oh.
crying.
Okay. I'll
Only
just
me.
just leave
What?
that. Okay. I'll
Okay.
just leave that one. Okay. Okay. So I was thinking of what would you say were some of my okay, I was talking to a friend of mine, Leah, and she was saying I don't give you guys like normal Christmas gift. Like some of the Christmas gift that I give are like I usually give pajamas, books.
Yeah.
I give toys, but they're not like the normal toys that you typically find at the stores. So I figured like maybe some of the people here I can help them like navigate like some of the toys that I give.
I am going to correct that statement real
Okay,
quick.
go ahead.
Don't give your children only educational toys.
Okay.
That it is important for them to be smart, but it's also important for them to socialize.
Yeah.
So it is important that you give them something that they can use to connect with other children.
Okay.
However, I believe that you should also maintain a healthy balance. Give them lots of books, clothes, and educational toys as well, so that they're at sort of like an early age, they're inclined to say, hey, life is about curiosity. But of course, don't just make it about curiosity, make it about fun too.
Do you think you guys have a balance of both?
We do.
Okay. Aaron and Hannah came up to us this year and they said, hey, we want some of those STEM toys that Caleb had.
Yeah, I had a lot of STEM toys when I was around their age.
Yeah, and they said they wanted some of those STEM toys. Yeah,
Oh.
So I thought it would be good to tell some of the viewers, hey, not YouTubers, viewers, how to get some of those STEM toys for less instead of paying all this money. Because if they go to Amazon and those places, I'm not saying like, I don't want to name any. Did I just name like, I don't want to name any places, but I figure some of these places are very expensive. And then they can go to some of those big department stores like Macy's, Kohl's, JCPenney's, and those places, and just put the word STEM. And I find that if you do that, it's less expensive than going to those big block places and get these plastic toys, and they're just so much money and it's just not worth it. I don't know. That's the way I usually get the kids STEM toy. Like, for example, our daughter, Hannah, she wants to be a what?
Surgeon
Yeah, a
or
doc.
either a surgeon or a pediatrician.
Yeah. So I went like, she wanted a medical kit. So I went to that online place that everybody get their thing delivered the next day. I don't want to name anything. I don't want to get in trouble. But it was like the plastic one was like $30 or $26.99. Yes, you get it the next day, but it was plastic and it wasn't even worth it. So I went to the department store and I put STEM and I put medical. And it was like a nice one with the organs and it had the name on it. It had even the medical card. It was like, I believe you pay like $26 for the same thing, a STEM one. It was a better quality one. And it came with what do you call that thing?
Stethoscope.
Yeah, and it was so much better. To me, that was believe it was a Discovery or one of those places.
Discovery.com. It's basically like directly inclined to STEM toys if you like look for toys. And they're a lot cheaper as well because you're not getting them from some second or third party like the A Word.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Aaron is into, oh, stop shaking.
Oh, sorry.
Aaron is into like robotics, right? So, and I felt like they're like the same thing. Like I went to the department store and I did the same thing. And I was able to get these robots like coding and all these things for him to build the same robot. And I got one for like $13.99. Like it was less money. And I just wanted to tell you guys about that. I don't know if you guys ever done that. Maybe some of you, maybe you knew about this before, but I've been doing that for him since he was like young. I've been going to like discovery.com and remember I got you guys those DVDs.
Oh yeah.
With like Oprah's voice and all these things. I got all those things and until this day they still have these toys till this day. So I just wanted to and I had stopped getting them for a while and Aaron and Hannah are 9 and 8 and they're like, hey, can we get some of these toys back? Like Hannah wanted the butterfly kit, the one that she can watch the butterfly
until she realized butterflies were bugs and
Insects.
bugs are insects and insects are terrifying to her. Not just bugs, because she's terrified of arachnids too. She's all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And for some reason she didn't think a butterfly kit would involve butterflies. Like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just wanted to give you guys, that is my gift for you guys this week. So I wanted to wish you a happy holidays from Caleb, from our family to yours. So hopefully that tip worked, but thank you so much for joining us and have a great one. All right. Bye guys.
All right. Goodbye.